introduce yourselves.
Yeah, we started it about 5 minutes ago.
It's got 32 gigabytes.
We started.
Yeah, shall we?
I'm Simon Cox.
I'm Dan Anscombe.
I'm Jacob Gregory.
And this is our director's pitch for our music video. We chose the song first and lesson by Arctic Monkeys because we all like the song and we could all work with it. And it's in the indie rock genre which we wanted to work with, so we could include like the performance element. Because we know Jacob plays the guitar and we can include that, like some of our shots. This is the song. I'm sure you're all familiar with the song. The narrative, I think I'm the main character in it, and then all three of us are in it at some point, and so we'll alternate who's filming when other people are in it. And I realised that good deeds are not always the best for me, and the video is about me who's sort of not acting Alex Turner, but sort of playing a similar character, learning a lesson about violence whilst growing up. So there's quite a few violent scenes in that video, planning to be. And I encountered 2 scenes of violence whilst growing up in the video, where I must decide what's best to help myself and others around me in the video.
Yeah, and we also decided on the idea of violence because it's quite conventional of this genre. In a lot of indie rock music videos, there's a lot of violent scenes.
This is our storyboard.
We haven't quite got round to actual creating pictures, but this is just the basic shot list.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you can see, we've got what each shot will be on different seconds. So for example, right at the start, when the music starts, it's going to be pull shot at 8 seconds, then until 15 seconds, and then that'll cut to the performance element. But obviously we'll see Jacob with his guitar and things like that. And that's just
more
storyboard continued.
Yeah.
Really.
And I think we're planning on doing all the story bit in colour, in black and white, and then contrasting it with the performance bits of it, which will be in colour, sort of stand out and make the...
This is a really basic shooting schedule because at the minute the location of the wheat sheaf, we're not 100% sure on what dates we'll be able to film because they're currently undergoing like a sort of refurbishment thing. But with us permission, if we could film there, they said it'll be right.
Dan works there, so we can just...
So when they've finished the refurbishment, they said they'll give us some dates where we can go in and film.
Hence why the wood sheaf and the performance is at the end of our shooting schedule compared to the other locations.
And also we'll mainly use weekends, but I'll have to use some evenings after school just for like different lighting effects, just in case we need like change shots up a bit.
There's 3 main settings. There's 2 pubs and a petrol station which we'll use. As I said, one of them we've got to wait a little while for, but I'm sure we can start with the other pub and the petrol station before the refurbishment.
We'll definitely film the petrol station shots straight away because it's like it's shut down now, so it's like an abandoned petrol station. So there won't be anyone around there like at any time. So we'll just have to really wait for the pub.
Also gives us opportunities to shoot inanimate objects, which can be a convention.
Such as petrol pumps or gas canisters and things like that.
The costumes, all the people sort of in the band are wearing sort of usual conventional indie rock clothing, sort of black skinny jeans, dark t-shirts, and then I think I'm in a white t-shirt on to make these sort of stand out from the other 2, if that makes sense. Yeah, sort of all dark clothing, black boots, sunglasses. Thought about you 2 having them on your head, didn't you, so just to show that you're different again in some way. Silver necklaces, swinging at the end, just include a close-up, like various shot types. Also does genre conventions. I'm trying to use a sort of stylised hair as well, depending on how well I can do it at the time. And
I don't think we're going to go after the bandana because we're going to use sunglasses instead. We're going to mainly have Sam in the middle because he'll be in a white t-shirt and me and Jacob will both be in black. It'll make him, and also he'll have his sunglasses on and we won't have ours on.
And when we're all in the shots together, like times like this, in the performance centre, I think we're doing it on a tripod, aren't we? Just sort of set it up and just crop out the bits we don't need, instead of getting someone else to film it as well in the group.
Yeah.
Actors, well, obviously we have us 3. Simon's mainly the lead character in the narrative. Jacob's the guitar player, and I'm supposedly the drummer. So we're just going to be miming out like the chords and the vocals and things. We're also going to have Stuart Hogben. He's going to be a minor actor in the narrative, and we also maybe will need 2 more characters in the narrative, but we haven't fully decided who they're going to be yet, just for some scenes of the fighting. And then also we need to ask permission of the general public who are in the pub when we're filming in there, if we can just get some quick pan shots of them, just for like sort of like setting the scene.
The props we use a pool cue, because in our first shot, I think I'll be playing pool in the pub, and then all the sort of band instruments, the guitar, drums, microphone, amplifier, pedal, and then I need like classic pub objects like glass with drink, chair, the book of sex tips which is mentioned in the lyrics, which we'll have to do a close-up shot on, and a bin, cart, wind turbines, petrol pump, piece of paper and pen, because I'll be writing something out on them at some point in the close-up shots, and the gas canister at the petrol station.
The genre conventions, obviously black and white is a really big part, so that's why we've chosen to film the majority of our music video in black and white. There was girls filmed as an object, but we didn't know how we can incorporate that in, because obviously it's not really part of the narrative. Performance we have, drugs and alcohol, we might be able to get some alcohol from somewhere, like when we go in the pub, we could like kind of ask if we could just maybe just film some or something. Final we have light and effects we could try and incorporate, obviously like I said, with different evenings, like going after school or going in the day, the lighting will be different. The fashion we've already talked about. On beat transitions was included in the storyboard, like
The pool cue and
the pool cue, yeah, when the music starts, the pool cue will hit the ball.
And it keeps sort of going between the narrative and the performance element, which is the band and the pub. And it keeps sort of swapping in between.
And then we've got amateur filming vehicles and demonstration of power. The demonstration of power is sort of like, because Simon's different to both me and Jacob, it shows that he's like a more authoritative character than Nurse. Vehicles, I don't think we include much, but the petrol station kind of like emphasises the fact.
I think we've also got a couple of shots when we're filming out of a car window and the volume of a car.
Yeah, the volume turning up on the car. It's like the music changes.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you have any audience feedback or questions?